Okay, back to the graph. Here we've plotted the amount of pips made by each currency against trades. Just like the other screen, this is effectively from the very first trade at the beginning of 2007 through to the very last trade in April 2009. And here you can see effectively the equity curve in points through that period. And here you can see the pink line, which is the pound yen, is one of our star performers in currencies, through to lower performers like the US dollar yen. But although I say star performer and lower performer, they all perform very, very well, because when you look at the risk reward ratio, and what I mean by that is if something is highly volatile like the pound yen, in order to make 200 points, you may be risking 50 points. Okay, but with the US dollar yen, in order to make 50 points, you may be risking 10 points. These are just figures I've plucked out of the air, but obviously it's the risk reward ratio that's very important, and that all ties in with the profit factor. So here, when you compare the risk reward ratio to make that many pips, it's actually fairly equivalent to what the US dollar yen actually does. So it's kind of misleading for some people to tell you that we make so many points. The key is how many points you can make, and the risk associated with that, and also the drawdown associated with that. And it's all very, very important. So what we do is we suggest that you take the Pro Pack out. The Pro Pack includes all 9 currencies, and that ensures that we always have a positive equity curve. For instance, here, where the US dollar had some drawdown, it was losing a small amount of points here. During that period of time, you notice that the US dollar Canadian was rocketing up. Similarly, the Aussie yen was going up. During this period, when the US dollar Canadian, actually that's the pound US dollar, when the pound US dollar had some drawdowns here, here, and here, during that period of time, other currencies were performing. So you often hear investors talking about diversification in the portfolio, and it's very important that you do the same with currencies. You can't guarantee to have a good day on all currencies or bad day on all currencies at the same time, but what you can guarantee is statistically you'll get an evening out of the equity curve over time by doing all of the currencies, which is why we strongly urge everyone to trade all of the currencies in the Pro Pack and not just go for the Gold Pack. The Gold Pack will make you money, it's very, very good, but obviously just trading the pound yen, the pound Swiss, and the Aussie yen, you're not guaranteed to be able to weather the drawdown period as well as you can with the Pro Pack, where everything is evened out much more evenly. Now, as an example, I'm now going to show you a graph where we have taken the points produced by the Pro Pack and all 9 currencies and merged it into one line, and then you will see the power of diversifying your portfolio. So instead of having all these blobby bits going up and down, I'm now going to show you the one line with them all merged, and I think you'll agree with me it's worth doing. I'll just pause the video. Right, I'm back having produced the graph. Here you can see the blue line representing the cumulative points being made through the trades from the 1st of January 07 to today's date, 30th of April 2009. And you can see, obviously, the Pro Pack is going to make more points than the Gold Pack because it's trading more currencies. But the key point to actually see is the gradient of the curve, because that shows you the rate at which you're making points. And let's just point out this area here, which lines up with this area here. Here, the market is going sideways almost. Well, I don't know what the market is doing, but the points are not increasing at a huge gradient. They're kind of just meandering, going up slowly, but the Pro Pack is going up at a huge rate. Now that's the difference. Where the Gold Pack is unable to make a fast growth because the market is probably experiencing sideways movement or something not quite right is happening, because we've diversified on the Pro Pack even greater than the Gold Pack, we always make a nice gradient up all the way. Obviously, a couple of years ago, when there wasn't the volatility that we see today, the gradients were not as steep. But the important thing is, this clearly shows that diversification improves matters. And that's really all I wanted to show you. So if you're familiar with your broker's interface, you're experienced in entering trades, then I would urge you to just go for the Pro Pack, because it is better for you in the long run. Any sideways motion will be completely obliterated in the Pro Pack. God, I can't speak. I think that's about it.